Hello friends, myself Dwanil Pandit, welcome you all. And we are going to understand and discuss about basics of tool engineering. Yes friends, today we are going to understand and get into depth of tool engineering. So let's start with the learning outcomes. We will look upon the definitions of tool design and tool engineering, and we will also try to discuss about the classification of tool. So let's start with the first definition, and as you can see on your screen, the first definition of tool, as you can see, tools are the hardware required to produce the product. So if you need to produce some product, if you need to do a production, tool is one of the essential hardware. If I can define tool, I can say that, you can see on your screen, it is defined as the various equipments and tools used in different production system. So tool is considered as a equipment as well as specific accessories. So it is defined as a tool, we can say it's machine tool, or we can define as a cutting tool. The list is quite big. Or as well as we can define it as a equipments. So if I'll consider the production system, if I'll consider the production engineering, I can bifurcate tool as machine tool, as cutting tool, some equipments like, as you can see on your screen, jigs and fixtures, dies, gauges, etc. So you can see friends, the concept of tool is not only limited to cutting tool. Try to understand this. The concept of tool, normally we are used to understand, if someone will say and use a word tool, we will only create a virtual imagination of cutting tool. But cutting, it is not all about cutting tool, it is all about number of different types of equipments. Right? So the concept of tool is broadly defined, and today we are going to understand the classification of tool further. Right, so let's start with one more definition. So the next definition which we are going to discuss is tool design. Yes friend, quite amazing word, right? Tool design. So you can see the definition of tool design. Tool design is all about the planning of all the elements, all the components. Yes friend, tool design refers to a planning. So if I want to precisely define the word tool design, I can say that the tool design is process of designing tools, jigs and fixtures, and some other equipments and accessories. Keeping in the mind, what? Keeping in the mind, we have to keep the certain aspects in the mind. The quality and the quantity of parts. Yes, we have to understand, we have to keep this concept in mind. We have to focus on quality as well as we have to focus on quantity of the product. Then machines, which we are required, we will use to produce the product. So quality and quantity. One more aspect is machines which we are going to use. The space availability in the industry. Space is one of the very important criteria nowadays. So space availability, as per the space availability, we can design a plant or product layout or a process layout. So space availability is also important, and providing safety aspects and providing safety parameters to the operator. Right? So as you can see, the definition is very properly and precisely states that it is tool design is all about produce the quality and quantity of product, machines which required to produce the product, space availability, and safety aspects of operators. Right? So let's move further. It is all about a process of designing a new tools or modifying the tools. So it's something related to creativity and innovation. It's all about to design some new tools to increase the productivity, to increase the production rate, to increase the quality, efficiency in industry. So it's all about designing a new tool or modify the tools, and that will in result give us a quality, productivity and efficiency. So with the help of tool design, we can say that we will get productivity, efficiency as well as quality in manufacturing system. Right? So let's look upon one more definition, and now let's discuss about the definition of tool engineering. So there are three different words, three key terminologies. We already discussed about tool, tool design, and now we are going to define tool engineering. As you can see, friends, on your screen, tool engineering is defined as a branch of industrial engineering dealing with the planning of production process. Understand the word, planning of production process, design and development of machines. So we need to design and we have to develop the machines, tools, equipments, accessories, and producing the products in minimum time and cost. Quite essential, minimum time and cost. Right? So by establishing coordination in the industry. So we have to focus on three key parameters. If I will break this definition in three aspects, three key parameters. First one is, friend, planning of production process. The second on your screen is design and development of tools, as you can see on the definition. And the third part is producing the products with the minimum time and cost. Right? So if I give the combination of these three categories or parameter, I can precisely define the word tool engineering. Right, friends? So now let's look upon and discuss about the classification of tool. As you can see, friend, the classification of tool, or I can say tool, can be classified as machine tool, cutting tool, jigs and fixture, and the last one is gauges. So these four are different categories to classify the tools. Surprise! Normally we are used to only consider tool as a cutting tool, but yes, friends, machine tool, cutting tool, jigs and fixture, and gauges all are considered to be a part of tools. So let's look upon one by one in each classification. So you can see the first detailed classification of machine tool. Machine tool can be classified in different categories, different set of machines. As right now we are discussing about the concept of tool engineering, basics of tool engineering. I can discuss and I can share some of the name of machine tools like lathe machine, milling machine, shaping machine, planing machine, slotting, grinding, broaching, boring machine, and list is quite big, friends. So these all are considered to be a part of machine tools. Now let's move over to one more classification type. It's cutting tool. So one more type of tool is cutting tool. Now cutting tool can be classified in two mainly different categories: single point cutting tool and multi-point cutting tool. But in precise, now we are going to become a tool engineer, tool designer. So now we will also consider it single point cutting tool, carbide tip tool, high-speed steel tool, diamond teeth, V-type boring tool. These all are part of the cutting tool. In the case of multi-point cutting tool, if we will consider and classify the multi-point cutting tool, the multi-point cutting tool can be a milling cutter, broaching tool, reamer, drill, tap, grinding wheel. So these all are to be categorized as a multi-point cutting tool. See, single point cutting tool and multi-point cutting tool having a sub classifications and different types, right? Even in the case of cutting tools, forms tool as well as press tool, and that press tool includes punch, dies, and die sets. So press tool is also one of the important criteria as a tool engineer, or as I can say tool design. Right? So these all are we can consider as a part of cutting tool. Let's move further and discuss about one more type of classification of tool. As you can see on your screen, the one more type is jigs and fixtures. Friends, make sure it is very precisely stated on your screen. Jigs and fixtures can be utilized for accuracy and mass production. And in the case of jigs, the different types of jigs are template jig, plate jig, sandwich jig, channel jig, leaf, box, universal, indexing. You can see there are lots of and different types of jigs are available. We can consider it as a different types of jigs in the case of tools. Whereas in the case of fixtures, which is also required for the accuracy and mass production, in the case of fixtures, like milling fixture, broaching fixtures, grinding fixtures are there, welding fixtures is also considered to be a part of tool. So again, there are lots of and different types of fixtures are available, and we can design different types of fixtures for the quality and mass productions. So here we can understand jigs and fixtures are also considered as a part of tool. And the last step of the classification of tool on your screen is gauges. Gauges are normally quite essential to establish the quality and inspection in the industry, in the production system. And different types of gauges, as you can see on your screen. Plug gauge, we're having a combination of go and not go. Ring gauge, snap gauge, slip gauge, even vernier depth gauge, gear tooth, width gauge to measure the width of gear's tooth, so etc. So there are lots of different types of gauges which we can consider as a tools. Right friends, so there are four basic categories: machine tool, cutting tool, jigs and fixtures, and gauges we can consider as a classification of tools. Right? So let's summarize today's concept of tool engineering. And as you can see on your screen, to achieve the quality and mass production in industry, tool design is one of the very essential aspects and very important criteria. So tool design is one of the very important aspects to achieve the quality, production, efficiency in the industry. And in the continuation of it, I can say that to increase the accuracy and efficiency in the industry. So efficiency is very important, but as well as we have to maintain the accuracy, we have to produce and provide a quality to the customers. So to maintain the accuracy and efficiency, the concept of tool engineering is quite important. So as you can see on your screen friends, if we have a product design, if we have a manufacturing system, and if we will club this product design and manufacturing with tool engineering, we can surely provide economical production of the product as well as desired quality. So with the combination of product design, tool engineering and manufacturing, we can able to produce the desired quality of product with the economical consideration. And that is one of the key criteria and requirement nowadays in the industry. I hope the concept is quite clear in the reference of tool design and tool engineering. So in the process of achieving such kind of accuracy and quality, in next video we will going to discuss about some more amazing concept. Till then, keep learning friends and have a great day.